Hello and welcome to the Art of Connection from Blissful Hairstyle Education. How to magically transform your nightmare clients into dream clients. And I'm super excited that you're here, and I would like to take a moment to just arrive, take a deep breath. Maybe you had a really busy morning, maybe you have a really rushed day, maybe you're super calm and relaxed. That would be really awesome. I would just like to take a couple of seconds just to take some deep breaths and really arrive to enjoy this workshop and this training with me. Right, and we're going to have a look at this chart, which you might have seen in the other workshop before. It's about the feelings and needs, and I'll just briefly go over it just to have a little recap. So everybody in the whole wide world, doesn't matter where you live, religion or education you're coming from or that you've had, we all have feelings and we all have needs. We all need love, like intimacy. We all need food and water and air. We all want to have a safe space. We all want to be growing and maybe have some innovations, or maybe want to have more empathy towards yourself or from others. And so if we have those needs, the feelings are connected to that. So if you have feelings that are happy and you're motivated and you're inspired and you're excited and your life is amazing and beautiful, you're maybe like surprised or engaged, that means that your needs and your feelings, they're all aligned, you're happy and you are content. But when your needs aren't met with your feelings, you might feel discouraged, unmotivated, uninspired, discouraged, sad, annoyed, worried or anxious, nervous. You might be sleepy and all that type of stuff, and it doesn't really align with the needs. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So I would like to create a safe space, which means that any questions are welcome. So write them down, and at the end of this workshop, I will share you my contact details so that if you want to have any of those questions answered, I will get to them ASAP. My name is Yvonne Stoop, and I also will listen to Yvonne Stoop, because that's very often how my name is pronounced by English speaking people. And I'm a national award-winning hairstylist. I've been living in Dubai and working as a hairstylist here for 14 years as an expat, with a crazy amount of different nationalities, which I absolutely love. And I've created the Art of Connection method, which I'm really excited about to share with you. So today is all about awareness and being present. And so I started off this workshop with a little bit of a breather, having that like moment of that breath. And I would like to tap into that a little bit more, because without our breath, there's nothing, there's no life, there's nothing that comes to us. So a Japanese professor has actually found out that if we take 6 deep breaths through the nose in and breathe it out through our mouth like a straw, what happens is that once we start to do our breathing, the oxygen that comes in and the nitro oxygen that stays in your bloodstream makes us calm down. Your heart rate will start to calm down and you will start to feel more relaxed, which means when you're a little bit more relaxed, your brain can think on a rational level. When you are thinking clearly, you are able to create your next step, and you can have feelings of like, push feelings of like overwhelm or anxiousness or worry. You can push that to the side, or you can put a stop on it or like a hold onto it. And so with like upcoming feelings that you have, so that overwhelm or the nervous side of things, what will happen is that once you put that stop there, you are becoming aware of it. And even if you say it in your mind or you say it out loud, I'm starting to get annoyed, then the next question will be, what is my need? What is my need? What is needed for me to get rid of this sensation? Where do I feel it in my body? Do you feel it like as a pounding sensation in your head? Do you have pins and needles maybe like in your hands? Do you feel a rushed feeling in your chest or like tingles around your legs? And is that sensation always there when you have an anxious feeling or a feeling of overwhelm or worry? Or is that something that is in different places every single time? So when you become aware of those thoughts, you can actually start to change around. And when you have these positive thoughts, because actually that's what we would like to create. We want to create more positive thoughts, because when we have more positive thoughts, we also have more positive feelings. When you have more positive feelings, you glow, you radiate, and you shine your light through towards other people around you. And so experts are actually, they actually have said that there is 60,000 thoughts a day in our mind. Can you imagine 60,000 thoughts a day? And they all have feelings. And you have that, but your neighbor has that as well, and your colleague has that as well, and your client also has those feelings. So all these feelings and all these thoughts a day, we have to maneuver around and try to find a way to make it work for us, right? And so 80% of those thoughts are negative. 80%, and what's even crazy is that it's 95% is repetitive, which means that every single day, if we are criticizing ourselves, if that little devil on your shoulder is talking in your ear constantly, it's 95%. It is crazy. So when you have that little devil on your shoulder, when you have that feeling of overwhelm or nervousness or anxiety coming up, say it to yourself. I'm starting to get nervous. I feel anxiety coming up. Become aware. Your next question will be, what is it that I can do to stop this? Yeah. And just by becoming aware, start to doing your breathing. Small deep breaths so that a lot of that oxygen will stay into your body. Yeah. And so when you are becoming aware of your breathing, when you're becoming aware of your feelings and your thoughts, you can change it round and you can create more of a positive flow. So I would like to have a look at the next slide and think of a happy moment. So is there anything that has happened to you recently that you absolutely loved? Especially salon related or client related if you just work for yourself. Have you gone to somebody's home and have done somebody's hair there on a wedding, or which was a fantastic opportunity? Or are you working in a new salon that you absolutely love? Think of a happy moment and what were your feelings at that time? Were you feeling surprised, or was it easy? Was there an easy flow to it? Were you feeling content or harmonious? Did everything go well? And with well, I mean like, were you excited? Were the people around you happy and sharing your love and your creativity? And where did you feel this feeling in your body? Did you feel it in your lower tummy area? Did you feel it like a little bit towards your chest? Where did you feel that sensation? Yeah, so it's really important to know and start recognizing where you have those feelings in your body, because those are the signals that you are in connection with your brain. So your body is actually telling you what you want or what you need. Yeah, and when you start to pay attention to that, you can actually transform situations very quickly. So what was your need at that time? Were you excited for growth? Were you happy with how quick and how smooth everything went? Like, was it effective? Were you living your purpose? Was this your dream job or your dream color that you have wanted to do for such a long time already? And I would like you to think of a way that maybe you're able to hold that feeling for a little bit longer. So when you sit then back in your car or you're going back home by public transport, how were you feeling? Like, could you hold on to that feeling a little bit longer? Could you link it together with that situation, with like a certain click, you know, like, or maybe you could clap, or maybe you could drop your tummy, and once you are feeling maybe a little bit down, think of that happy moment again and start to click or to rub your tummy. It might be a bit of a weird thing, but like nobody will know, right? And you instantly are able to get more of that happy feeling coming back to you. I am, I feel, and I need. So here I would like to explore a situation that maybe wasn't as easy to go through instead of the happy situation. And so I would like to take the opportunity and go to the feelings and needs list. Maybe you can grab a pen and a paper, because I would like to explore a little bit more about this. Let's say you've had a client and she was new to you and you didn't really, well, you knew exactly what you wanted to do. You had a clear picture in your mind, but let's say, for example, that client was very unsure, very uncomfortable, and she didn't really know what to do. Maybe you've had a similar situation, or maybe you just want to do something that a situation that you've had recently that you can think of at the top of your head. Yeah. So let's have a look at the feelings and needs list. So you're in this unhappy situation that you weren't really feeling 100% comfortable with. So your feelings were unmet. Yeah. So it's the second column. Could you please write down 3 to 5 feelings that you were having at the time? And really think about it. Were you maybe feeling a little bit insecure because of a few things that the client has said? Were you maybe worried, or you felt a bit hopeless of like, oh my God, what should I do now? And what is it actually that you would have wished for? So if you can have a look at the feelings where your needs have been met, like what kind of feelings did you want to have? You wanted to maybe feel satisfied. You wanted to feel satisfied, and you wanted to have your clients being satisfied as well. You might want to have a bit more compassion, and you wanted to be maybe thankful for the opportunity that your client was coming into your chair. Then let's have a look at your needs. So when this client was sitting in your chair, and she was saying all these different things to you, and you started to feel maybe like a little insecure and a bit annoyed because you know your job and like you've worked hard to get where you are. And what is it actually that you need at that moment? What was the need that you wanted? Do you want to have more connection with that client, but do you also want that client to trust you? Did you want to have more creativity, that your client wasn't giving you the full trust of your creative flow? Did you want to have more respect? What were the things that you actually wanted at that time? It's very important to know those needs, because you'll be able to go a little bit deeper in there with your client together, to know what's coming out of it. We will discuss we'll go a little bit deeper into the next workshop with the client as well, which is very interesting. Yeah. So all these little things they're actually really big things about your feelings and needs, to speak in a way without any judgments, blame, or criticism, and also looking at your strengths and your confidence is all these things will be discussed in the Art of Connection method in the course of Blissful Hair Soul Education. So we'll be looking there at strengths, we'll be looking at your feelings and needs and confidence. And when you want to grow your confidence, which is actually possible, you'll be able, when you're looking at your strengths, you'll be able to grow and blossom even more than when you aren't looking at your strengths. So it's super important to bump up that confidence so you get where you want to go with what is your success, what your goals are, and you'll be able to work your way up there. So I would like to have a recap of today's workshop. You can connect your feelings with your thoughts and your needs together, and you have that body sensation going on. We were looking at like the feelings of overwhelm and anxiety and how you can switch that around. And we looked at positive thoughts. We need positive thoughts, more positive thoughts, please. Not 95% negative ones or 80% negative ones and 95% repetitive. How amazing would that be if we would be able to change that round, right? And tell me, what was your biggest aha moment? What did you find most interesting about today's workshop? I will share with you my contact details. So if you loved this workshop, share it with your hair besties, tell them about it, share your knowledge. And if you would like to know a little bit more, you can contact me. You can send me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook at Blissful Hair Soul, and I can go and have a look at. And thank you so much for joining. And if you would like to know a little bit more on how you can be in contact with me or work together with me, we could go for a one-on-one discovery session. You can send me a direct message either on Instagram or on Facebook. And on Instagram, it is Blissful Hair Soul. You could also email me at info@yvonnestoop.com or yvonne@yvonnestoop.com and send me an email there. I really enjoyed this workshop. I hope you did too, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.